Hey gang, Drex here from DrexFactor.com, and today I want to drill down my top 3 favorite behind the back tricks. I rarely use behind the back tricks because my arms are kind of short and stubby compared to my height, but I have a few go-to moves that I'm a big fan of and I would love to share them with you. Before we dive in, I just want to take a moment to give a shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Darkmonk, Emazing Lights, Flow Toys, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can find them all on the web, following the links down in the description of this video. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I often feel like behind the back is one of the most neglected types of poi tricks out there. I know a lot of people who've picked up poi in the past several years who know how to do a lot of fancy tech, but never bothered to learn any of the behind the back moves. Now, that said, I have also seen a lot of people absolutely kill it when it comes to behind the back stuff. There's a huge challenge to putting your hands someplace where you can't see them and just hoping that you've got good enough plane control to get through it. Trick number 1, the 5-beat behind the back waist strap. The behind the back waist strap is a big challenge in and of itself, but I've got to admit, I love tripping it out by turning it into a 5-beat move and making it last just a little bit longer. There's something about the twist on the forward side that just feels so nasty when you perform it. That said, there's also something that feels really awkward and uncomfortable about the backwards side. So you win some and you lose some. To get this one down, it's helpful to have down both your behind the back waist straps as well as your 5-beat weaves. Once you have both of these pieces, you'll want to add that extra little degree of twist to each side of the waist strap and make sure to give your body a little bit of extra twist to make sure that you can keep out of the path of the poi. Trick number 2, behind the back waist strap stalls. This is actually the trick that inspired this post. It's a trick that Liz Knights uses all the time in her spinning, and for my money, it looks amazing. Whether it's doing the top and bottom stalls together, or getting more ambitious and trying to do the up and down stalls together, this is one of those moves that really shows that you've mastered your behind the back tricks. The big trick to this, of course, is getting the stall out of the hand that's wrapped behind your back, because the range of motion here is severely restricted. For the bottom stall, you can easily cheat it by treating the stall as more of a pendulum instead, just so long as it stops moving at the same time as the top stall. Your audience should be none the wiser. Want an extra challenge with this one? Try turning it into a plane breaking stall. You can take that top and bottom stall and swing both poi around in horizontal split time same direction to stall again into a buzzsaw. Pretty cool, huh? Trick number 3, behind the back throws. This is an old Ronin move that I use all the time and it never fails to get an amazing reaction out of a crowd. You start with a couple isolated throws, just catching them in the same hand that's throwing it. Now just use one poi and practice throwing it with one hand and taking a step forward so that you can catch it in the small of your back with the other hand. Practice this going from left to right, as well as from right to left. Then try it with both hands at the same time. Do the isolated throw and step forward into it, catching it with one poi behind your back. You can also do this by flicking the poi in split time same direction instead if you prefer. Try using all 3 of these in a combo together. Start with that split time same direction throw, and use it to go into a 5-beat behind the back weave before doing stalls for that cherry on top. Ta-da! Are you just starting to get into behind the back poi moves? I'm now offering a course on my website that covers the basics of behind the back as well as things like basic hybrids and isolations. You can check that out at learn.drexfactor.com. Thanks so much for watching. If you got anything out of this video, please hit that like and subscribe button to help my channel grow. Special thanks to all of my awesome supporters on Patreon. You guys are the ones that make these videos possible. If you're not a current backer and would like to sign up to support the work that I do, please go to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi. Thanks again and peace.